Hey Science, let's dance chapter 4, exercise 4.14. Oh, here is it right here. And if you don't even know which textbook is this, let me just show you my cover page. Right here, okay? So now let me go back to the question on hand. This is it right here. So we gotta convert letter grade to a number, right? You gotta write a program that prompts the user to enter a letter grade A, B, C, D, or F and displays its corresponding numeric value for 3, 2, 1, or 0. So here is a sample round. This looks straightforward if you ask me. However, there's a dumb way of doing it and also a better way of doing it. So let me start by giving out a dumb way. Okay, you guys know this is what we usually do. It's 4.14. Oh, right there. That's where I want my projects finish. Okay, my class will simply be exercise underscore 14 underscore, in fact it's 4 underscore, not underscore, it's 4 first then underscore. Here I'll simply put A. Of course I do need a main method. Okay, let's see what we do. First things first, as always, I'll simply create a scanner. Create a scanner, do read user input. Okay, input scanner. Hey, just so you know guys, I'm actually taking a risk because I'm taking this video from the university I used to go to, which is UKZN, and by the time of this video people are dying of corona, this virus that is all over the world. Even UEFA games, they decided to stop them. So I don't know, maybe in fact I'm maximizing a chance of getting affected by taking this video right here. I should have taken it from home. Anyways, if I'm gonna die, I am gonna die, so who gives a ish? I'm gonna continue doing my thing. Okay, enough kidding. Close scanner. Okay, so it's gonna be input dot close. Okay, now what I wanna do is to prompt the user to enter a letter grade. Again, remember folks, I'm doing this from student A's perspective. Okay, here's what I'll do. System.out.print it's print, not println. I don't want println, I want print. So it's gonna be enter a letter grade. Of course I need a variable to store that. Again, you guys, I think you do know now that we're not allowed to read characters from a scanner. As far as I know, I don't know, perhaps because programming it's a huge field. A Java API is a huge thing, so Okay, so it's input dot next line. I'll go next line so that I'll read everything in a line. Okay, so the Java API is huge. Perhaps I don't know. Perhaps there is a way of reading a character, but as far as I know, you can only read other primitive data types and the string too. Okay, so it's input dot next. Now there we have our user input. The next thing to do will be to validate it. So I'll simply say if user input dot length, if the number of characters in the user input is not 1, or user input dot char at 0, that's a character at index 0. If that is not A, nor is it B, let me simply copy and paste that, because I think everyone sees where I'm going with this. Okay, so we're saying if our length is not 1, or our length is not, or our first character is not A. In fact, this is how I'm supposed to do this. So what I'm saying is if my length is not 1 and my first character is not A, I should put a B here. That's supposed to be an AND. So the first character is not A and it is not B, and it is not C. I wanna do this for all of these characters, so it's gonna be A, B, C, D. It's not B, it's not A, it's not B, it's not C, it's not D, it's not E. Again, it is not, lastly, it is not F. So these are the invalid cases. Hope everyone is clear here what's going on. Come on guys, we did selections. Okay, so basically I'm checking if my length, if the user input only has 1 character, and if it does, then we're good. And but if it doesn't, then we know that user input is invalid. Another thing we check, if this case happens to be true, right? If maybe I don't think I have to keep explaining this. Come on, you guys understand this, because right now my mind is on this chapter, I cannot keep explaining conditional statements, how they work. I'm assuming everyone knows that, and if you know, please go back to chapter 3, selections. I've got tons of videos on selections where I properly explain what's going on here, or when it comes to conditional statements. Okay, right now I'm simply going to proceed. Okay. I'll simply go, we know this is an invalid case, system.out.print user input is an invalid grade. Okay, then I simply exit. Okay, system.exit. Of course, I need to put something there. Okay, but if our program didn't get terminated, or I mean, if it did not get terminated, I'll then create a variable and I'll call it numeric value. I mean, and again, I told you guys this is the dumbest way of doing it. I'll simply take this here. Now, first character. What I will then do, I'll simply say if it is A, then I know that my numeric value is 4. Again, people, I'm just going at this pace simply because I'm assuming that people that are watching this are absolute beginners. You might want to fast forward this video if you feel like I'm not going at your pace. That's totally understandable if you do that. Oh, that's supposed to be 3. A is 4, B is 3, 2, and 0, right? Okay. First, let me initialize this to something, right? I'll simply now go if numeric value is equals to -1, then we would know that user input is an invalid grade. Okay, I'll simply go system.out.print user input is an invalid grade. Otherwise, the numerical value of user input. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go system.out.print the numeric value for grade user input is numeric value. Done. Of course, we want to go to the next line for the sake of singing everything that is going on in our screen. Okay, Oh, okay. Now let me hit the run button and see what we get. I'm hoping I did not mess up, because that's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I even realize later. I even realize that later. Right? So let's hit the run button and see what we get. Did I hit that button? Of course I did. This machine is starting to mess with me now. You're supposed to be dumber than this. You're supposed to be faster than this. I mean, it will be way too horrible if it had to be dumber than this, okay? Now what do I want? I want to input some number such as some character such as B, for instance. So B is 3. Let's try 8. A is supposed to be 4. Again, I just want you guys to understand that my solutions aren't the best solutions, right? You see, when it comes to programming exercises, there are usually many ways of doing things, and sometimes you might think you got it right only to find that there are some cases that you did not think of. So please, folks, don't think of me as a machine that produces effective and efficient solutions, right? So please, right, it seems like things are working okay. Let me see. It's A, B, C, D, or F. Oh, we do not have an E. There's no E. Okay, in that case, simply go A, B, C, D, solve. Simply remove this part. I don't know if there was a misprint, or maybe they did it on purpose. So it's A, B, C, D, or F, not E. But let me assume it's not a misprint. So I'm gonna do things assuming that we do not have E, the letter E. Okay, so now let me start over. Hit the run button. Let's try to put F. So F is 0. I mean, that was the only thing that was incorrect. I mean, other than that, we good. Now let's try something like P. I would say the same way they did. So C is an invalid grade. So now E. See, E is also an invalid grade. Let's try Z for the last time. Z is an invalid grade. You see, I'm a bit puzzled, folks, because I mean, the way I thought about it, I thought maybe we had A, B, C, D, and E, right? I would have done it another way if that was the case. But anyways, I am going to give out another solution. You will see how I'm going to go about doing it. Cheers, you guys. I'm gone.